Okay, freshmen, here's what you need to do in order to complete this assignment. First of all, we're going to determine the independent and dependent variables in an experiment. We're going to analyze and compare the high temperatures for July of 2000 and July of 2015. First direction, collect the high temperature for July 2000 and July 2015 using the Wonderground website, which is down here below, Weather History for Philadelphia, PA. You're going to enter those data points into a Google spreadsheet, which, if you open up your assignment, it should say July temperature comparisons. This is period 3's class, but yours will have your period and it'll have your name attached. You'll do that by clicking open up in this area when you come to this page. Mine is the teacher version, so you don't see that, but you will see open here. So let's do that first. So I'm going to open up this temperature comparison Google Sheet. Notice it says Google Sheet. It's green. Give it a moment to open up. And I'm going to go back to the Google Classroom page, and I'm going to open up the Weather History for Philadelphia page. Now, make sure that the Weather History for Philadelphia page is on Custom. You're going to click here, go to July 1st, the year 2000, to July 31st of 2000. Then you have to click this Get History button. Now, it doesn't look like much has changed, but if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, here is all your July 2000 data, and I want you to record this column here, this high temperature data. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull this tab out, kind of over this way a little bit, so I can see both this page and I'm going to pull this tab out and make it a little smaller so I can see this page as well. Just going to make that smaller like this so I can kind of put both pages together. So there, I have both pages on there. So all I'm going to do now is take this and put 84, 84, 87. All I'm doing is copying this number from here and putting it over to here. So on the fourth day it was 84 again, then 81, and you do that all the way till you get to 31 down to here. So my 31st one would be 88. Then I have to go back to this site, and now I need the history for 2015 right here. So I'm going to go back all the way up to the top, and I'm just going to change the year to 2015. Change that year to 2015, and I'm going to remember to hit Get History once again, and scroll down to the bottom of the page, and now I have 2015 history right here, and I'm going to start recording that data. So I would click over here in my sheet, I'll type 86, 77, 83, 77, 84, and then all the way down to my last one would be 90 degrees right here. Okay. Now some people ask me, how do you center this column as this column was? Well, all you have to do is highlight the whole column, and then since the screen is shrunk down, you click more, and right here is the alignment. You just click in the middle and everything should be aligned. So that auto saves. So now once you fill in that data, you have to go back to your Google Classroom. And now I'm going to open up this online chart page. Now this is an online graph creator. You can choose your type of graph up here that you would like to choose. I'm going to choose a line graph. And that's this line type of graph. The background color, you can make whatever color you like. Okay, 2D, the legend I'm going to put on the left. The grid line color, I'm going to kind of make a light blue, and so forth. So you can mess with all this stuff in here. And then once you get it how you like it to look, you'll click Next. Now, the graph title, you guys come up with that. I want to see what you're going to come up with. The x-axis and the y-axis, I also want you to fill out correctly. You have 31 items and 2 groups of data. So when you do that, again, you can change the color to what you like, but the group 1 label would be July of 2000 and then July of 2015. And then you start recording, so the would be 1, 2, 3, because the item number of your days, 4, 5, and then I'm going to start putting in my temperatures in this column here. So I have 84, 84, 87, 84, 81. So 84, 84, 87, what was that last one? 84 and 81. And you're going to fill that all the way down to the 31st one, which we said was, what did we say it was? Oops, too far. 88. And the 31st. And then so the second group, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so you can fit it all on the screen here. So I can see both. You can do this too. I'm going to kind of put this over here so I can see both screens at the same time, so I don't have to keep clicking back and forth. So value 86, 77, 83, 77, 84, and keep going. You should have 31 numbers. I'm only going to do 4 or 5 so you can see what we're doing. And the last number down here would be, I believe it was 90 if I remember correctly. Yes, it was. So 90. After I get in all my numbers here, and I like the way it looks, I picked out my colors and all that stuff. I don't need glass effect. Font size is fine. You can reduce the font size to make the numbers fit. I'm going to reduce it to 9. You filled out all of this information up here, graph title, x-axis, y-axis. Source you can leave blank, or you can put the website where you got the information. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click Next. Now again, this is just how your graph's going to look. I'm going to leave it as a little font. I'm going to choose a font size that's smaller. Okay, my number formats can be just a whole number. They don't have to be with any decimal points. Okay, you can show labels, yes or no. I prefer yes. No prefix, no suffix. Okay, direction, y-axis is auto left. All this should be pretty much normal. You can pick out your font size. It can be, I would leave it normal. You don't need any fancy fonts or anything like that. Again, I'm going to make all my font sizes just a smaller number because it makes my graph look much larger. Click Next. Okay, and now yours will fill up the whole way. Okay, but my graph is kind of short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share and save it. Now I'm going to download as a PNG or a JPEG, and this is going to go down to your downloads folder. And you can see that came down to my downloads folder, which I'll open up. Once I have this picture, once I have this picture, I am going to go back to my classroom page right here. Open up my Google Doc now, not the sheet, the doc. And I am going to copy and paste my picture. Oops, sorry for the little hiccup there. Copy and paste my picture right there. So I'm going to go into my downloads folder. See what that looks like for a minute. And I'm going to click and drag that onto my my Google Sheet, although I don't think that's right. That's not the right one. So I have to go find it again. Let's see where it went. I'm just going to download it again one more time. Okay, it came up as this 20151002. Okay, I'm just going to right click it and it opens. I'm just going to file and save this for myself to my desktop so I know where to find it. And then once you do that, you can save it and you can click and drag it in here.